Hey, this is Nick from Prestman doing a video walkthrough of our 2022 Ford F-150. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk all the way around the vehicle. We're going to check for any dents, any scratches, any blemishes on the outside. Then we're going to go inside the vehicle, go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. And then finally we'll pop the hood so we can evaluate a little bit in the engine bay. So first impressions, it looks really nice. It rained here a little bit earlier, just a brief sprinkle, so that's going to be on there for the purposes of this video. But we'll give it a bath, that's not a problem. If there is anything actually damage-wise on it, I'll be sure to stop, zoom in, make sure you get a good visual. So first things first, the bumper here, the whole front grille and all that, looks pretty solid. For a truck, normally you'd expect to see some rock chipping and stuff on the front especially, and there is a small bit of that down here, but certainly nothing serious. So let's start going around and see if we can find anything. All right, never mind, that's coming off. Got the Eco Boost on here, which is really nice. Also, the tires on here look brand new, so you still have all the life left in those, which is wonderful. Not a big surprise, because I believe there's only like 12,000 miles on this, but still good to know. All right. As far as the exterior goes, it looks really good. I didn't see really anything going around the truck, but let's hop inside, go over some of the features and check it out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on the vehicle, and when I do, I'm going to leave the camera up here, so if there's any warning lights or anything weird popping up, you'll be the first to know. So let's check it out. All right, so we got one warning light up right now, which is my seatbelt light, which is correct. I'm not wearing my seatbelt. Let's cycle through a couple things real quick just to make sure that's the case. Awesome. Cool. So everything on here looks super solid. Let's just double check. Tire pressure looks pretty good. Off-road, power distribution. Very cool. All right, so everything on there looks solid. Let's go over some of the features, make sure everything's working properly. We're not going to go over everything for the sake of time, but just as a brief overview, you're going to have a bunch of your driving features up here, a couple more things down here, and your parking brakes down there as well. Over here is where you'll have your four-wheel drive and can toggle that a little bit, which is super fun. AC is working very nicely, which is great this time of year. You're also going to have heated seats. So that's awesome. Let's make sure the audio's working. Oops, I turned it off. All right, so that is extremely loud if you want it to be. Very good speaker system. Up here you're gonna have a couple other features. You got your cameras, you can check that out. Obviously your hazards and a couple other fun things here and there. So your parking sensor, all that jazz. Then here you're going to have the most space you're ever gonna have in any car ever. This thing is enormous. So you're also gonna have some plugins down there, and some more plugins over here, and some more plugins over here. So that's pretty sweet. Very cool. So as far as the interior goes, it is in phenomenal condition. I mean, it's a 2022, with barely any miles on it, so I'm not really that surprised. But nonetheless, good to know. So that's way fun. So I mean, we can go over all the features all day and the windows and whatever, but I think we'll probably call it there for the sake of time. Suffice to say, everything's great. So let's pop the hood and evaluate a little bit in there, and then we'll call it good. All right, so I don't know how mechanically savvy you are or aren't, but in either case, you should always look under the hood of any vehicle you're looking to buy. The reason being, even if you don't know a nut from a bolt, you do know what neglect looks like. So if there's acid buildup all around the battery over here, there's rust all in these metal pieces, it's a pretty good sign you should ask some more questions. That being said, this looks phenomenal. Again, I don't want to be a broken record here, but it is a 2022, so I'm not really surprised. But nonetheless, you should always still check. So if you are mechanically inclined, we can get into more details about how this is awesome and whatever. But we'll keep this video pretty user-friendly for now. Suffice to say, this is exactly what you want to see when you pop the hood of an engine bay. So if there's anything more specific that you do want to see or you have any questions about, just let me know. I'm happy to show you anything on here. But for now, this is your new F-150.